In this video I'm going to be showing the Sidi Crossfire3 SRS optional Enduro soles. These are my Sidi Crossfire3 SRS boots, and SRS stands for Sole Replacement System. And on the Crossfire 3 boots they have what's called a dovetail sole, and as you can see around the outside there are these tongues which fit into grooves here and hold it securely onto the sole of the boot. And then it's got 4 screws which you simply turn 90 degrees to lock it in place. You should also note that new they come with a bit of glue here and also here. So when I put the new soles on, I'm going to use some contact adhesive both on the sole of the boot and on the SRS soles as well. And for the new soles, I decided to get the optional Enduro pattern, which you can see here, which has a lot better grip, which should work well in muddy conditions. You should also note that the screws do get corroded, and I recommend getting some new screws if you've used yours for a while. As you can see here, the heads are quite corroded, and these ones in this position, I actually had to use an angle grinder on the head to open up and clean up the slot so I could remove them. And the new soles come with an instruction sheet which shows you how to remove the old soles and install the new soles. And because there's tongues all the way around the sole, it shows you what order you should remove them and insert them when you're installing. Okay, so I've applied some contact adhesive to both the sole of the boot and the new sole, and I'm going to install it now. So you install the front of the sole first and then work around the outer edge. So I found that if you push down on the sole and also use a large flat bladed screwdriver and push on the tongue to guide it into the boot sole and work round, it installs a lot easier. And once the tongue is inserted, a mallet like this is really helpful to get the new sole seated properly. And then the inside area is the last bit to install, and you definitely need a screwdriver to do this because it's quite firm, but it does go in. Just work round and do one lug at a time, opening the sole up a little bit so it slides down. I think allow yourself a little bit of time, especially if it's the first time to do this. Don't rush it. Okay, they're pretty much in now, and then I'm going to finish off with a mallet. Okay, that looks good. And then the last step is to install the screws, and you want to make sure you have a screwdriver which fully seats in the screws. This looks like a small one, but the width of the slot is actually quite slim, so you need a small screwdriver. The large one I have here doesn't go in the slot at all, and you just mess it up if you try to do it. Okay, so that's both the soles replaced, and I'm ready for another ride.